Finally, it's time for the follow-up to the hit modern fantasy comic book, Beowulf. Victor, the reincarnation of the legendary warrior Beowulf, is plagued by visions of his ancestor facing off against his most infamous rivals, Grendel and Grendel's mother. Victor, with his lovable sidekick and spirit guide Moony the cat with magic powers, must reevaluate everything they've come to believe in this epic adventure. Were Grendel and Grendel's mother actually the monsters they were portrayed as in storybooks? Could somebody be using dark magic in an attempt to resurrect Grendel and his mother in a petty act of revenge? For the answers to these mysteries, plus plenty of action, humor, and magic, check out Beowulf, Grendel's Curse. This is a 3-issue miniseries, with each issue being over 30 pages. Get it now for a limited time on Kickstarter.
Greetings, everyone. Let's see, I'm not on there.
You're not on the stage.
What's that?
You're not on stage.
Get to the stage there. Get to the stage.
There we go.
There we go. To the stage.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for everybody who's watching currently. We have two of my friends here. We have a bunch of Comicsburg creators tonight. DP Brown, of course, hailing from near Atlanta. Not exactly Atlanta, right?
Just outside. Just outside.
And then we have Marvin Wenton.
I'm not from anywhere. I'm not from anywhere, ever.
You're not permitted here?
I'm not from anywhere. You said DP was near Atlanta. I'm nowhere. I'm everywhere. I'm effervescent.
And nowhere.
Well, I feel like it goes without saying most of the Comicsburg creators are from Pittsburgh, but you're from the south side of Pittsburgh, right?
I'm from Comicsburg, Pittsburgh, PA.
Comicsburg, PA.
Let's just say we hail from the 412.
Fair enough. So we have a lot going on right now. A lot of stuff going on with Comicsburg. Our first ever sampler, and we have
special.
One...
Special.
What's that?
It's a special. It's called a special, not a sampler. Special.
Oh, special. Okay. We have one Kickstarter live currently, about to be 2. So
3.
let me bring
3.
Maybe 3.
About to be 3.
Fair enough. Let me get to the window where I go live. Here we go. Okay. Let me bring it up on. Share screen. I'm going to click I am ready to launch.
So what kind of like nervousness do you get before you click that button? Like, is it like me where I'm like, holy crap, I'm clicking this button and I have no idea what's going to happen?
Oh, this is old hat for Grant. This is old hat. He just like click, money comes, click, money comes. It's like rain of money coming down from the ceiling.
Well,
50 back by the time the call ends.
Whenever I click, I'm ready to go live. There's always a million things that can go wrong, right?
Yeah.
And usually after I click, I'm ready to go live. In the next 2 or 3 days, usually it's DP, but sometimes it's somebody else too. Somebody will email me or message me on Facebook. Hey, did you mean to do this, and this? Does the same thing happen to you guys?
Yeah. So someone messaged me and they were like, so I want to get this book and this book, but it's not in the add-ons. I'm like, dang it. So I ended up going back. So I only had 11 and 12. 13 and 14 as add-ons. So I had to go back and add all the other issues because people were asking, like, I want to add this issue or add this issue. Can I get this one or this one? Like, yeah, I might as well just add them all and just get it over.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully you can edit the screen or the Kickstarter, but yeah, it's always. I mean, it always feels like no matter how many times I go back over the Kickstarter, there's always something that I forget, right?
First.
So I'm going to go over my Kickstarter a little bit. I'm going to send out the word. I'm going to send out my newsletter right now. But please, anybody who's watching, check out the Kickstarter. I have to copy this and paste this into the chat to help anybody who's might be watching currently. But I'm really happy with how this artwork turned out. But
Yeah,
basically,
the cover looks great.
Yeah, it's got a definite 70s feel. We'll get more into that cover in a minute. But yeah, so this is the second issue of the second mini-series. But for those of you who want to check out the comic book from the beginning, there's also
Excuse me.
check out the trade paperback. There's a 6-issue mini-series where Beowulf and his friends go up against a dragon. Now, this is technically a prequel / sequel. It jumps around in time a little bit. But yeah, there's him facing off against Grendel's mother, who he fought in issue 1. And then this is what's new in this issue. He's going up against Grendel himself. If you guys know anything about the fairy tales, Grendel was pretty much Beowulf's biggest arch nemesis, right?
He's an arch nemesis. Yeah, so I mean, I think that everybody will eventually go back and kind of line things up with that CGI animated movie with Angelina Jolie. But there are a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of adaptations of Beowulf. Movies, TV series, and each one has its own bent, and each one presents the Grendel and Grendel's mother in different forms. So in some, he's a troll. Some he's really deformed. Others they're dragons. And then in some stories, Beowulf has a child with with Grendel's mother. So there's a lot to dig in there.
Right. And I'm not super precious with the fairy tales. I mean, the way that I see it is that these were all passed down orally before they were written down. So my philosophy is I'm adding to that tradition by changing things around a little bit. But this is the standard cover. We have the deluxe cover right below it. And I do want to mention that the deluxe cover isn't just a variant cover. You do also get supplemental material in there. You get a few extra pinups and maybe a few process images. So this cover was done by Alexandra Amoroso. And then this one, like I said, this one definitely has a 70s feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a Pulp Fiction. And I'm going to do my best to pronounce this guy's name. Andrea Morera penciled and inked this, and then I colored it.
Nice.
So if you guys go to the Kickstarter, which I just put in the chat, there's a rundown of all the different characters. There's a couple new characters. Of course, Grendel's in this issue. We have a few customer testimonials. I'm not going to go through all of this. As it says right here, this comic book is 100% done. So any of you guys who say, I don't know if I want to do a Kickstarter. I did this one Kickstarter like 15 years ago, and it never got, I never got my comic book. Right here, it says this comic book is 100% done. We finished everything. I even have it laid out here. All I have to do is send it to the printer.
You will get it.
Then we have reviews. These are from, I almost said legitimate websites. I don't know how legitimate they are, but they are from websites.
They are authentically people who have done these things.
Right. I mean, I don't know. It's not like you can get a certificate or a degree like comic book reviewer, right? But I can attest to the fact that I did not pay any of these people. So at the bottom of the page, we have all the different add-ons, which are my other comic book, League of Cryptids, Memoirs of the Morbid. You can also get the trade paperback of the original miniseries. And then under Risks and Challenges, the comic book is done. So now, thank you guys for indulging me and listening to me talk about the about my comic book. But it's not just my comic book that I wanted to talk about tonight. I mean, there is a reason why I have you, Marvin, and DP on. Oh, hey, Donna. Donna and Carl are on. Decided to come in. Oh, you know what? A couple different people came in. Carl saying he can't stay long, but he will support. And Carl also says, we can vouch for Grant. He always delivers the product. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you guys, all your support, and for all the kind things you always say about me. But let's talk about a different comic book now. My friend DP has a comic book called, well, this is kind of all of our comic books, right?
Yeah, we're Comicsburg, so we're the owners of this bad boy. So what you're seeing here from all three of us, we're the three primary, owners of the collective called Comicsburg Publishing, and this is our Comicsburg special that we finally got together after all these years. The special. So if you guys are into the Energon universe, the Image and all that stuff, they got their specials that they put together that sort of gives them a indication of what's to come in the Energon stuff, and that's been doing super great for them and everything. I thought it would be a really great thing if we put the Comicsburg special, together, so to give people an indication of what Comicsburg has to offer. So what you would get with this. We're already at 28 backers, 23 days to go, and close to goal. Whew. Gotta
I know
give it up for that and everything.
We still got 23 days to go, and we only need about a little over $100. So
yeah. So
we're doing really good.
Hey, we're doing super. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and click the play button here, I'll let that guy on the video show you what this is all about. Hey, it's your friendly neighborhood DP Brown, co-owner of Comicsburg. What happens when independent creators come together to build something bigger than themselves? This is Comicsburg, a creator-owned comics collective bringing together original stories, bold ideas, and the next wave of independent comics. And now we're launching a limited edition preview special featuring 6 incredible titles. Beowulf, a modern reimagining of the legendary epic, blending myth, legacy, and brutal consequence into a bold new vision of a timeless warrior. The Edge, a grounded, character-driven story where extraordinary abilities become pressure, fear, and responsibility in a world desperate for control. Theme of Thieves, 2 teens and a mysterious being traveling through time to try to solve a mystery of why people vanish in the present. Herrenberg, female superheroes rising from the city of Pittsburgh, protecting their home while balancing the real struggles of identity, responsibility, and community. The Tourist from Incubator Productions, a nice short about a traveler. Trillion, a sharp modern story about power, wealth, and consequence. When influence grows beyond accountability, who controls the outcome? High stakes conflict and the grounded character drama, Trillion explores the ripple effects of unchecked expansion. This limited first printing also includes exclusive collectibles in select tiers, including a Theme of Thieves metal bookmarker, Comicsburg stickers, the Edge swag, and much more. After launch, this preview will be distributed complimentary in selected stores to grow readership and expand Comicsburg's reach. But this first edition printing, like I said, is limited. This Kickstarter helps fund future issues, creator compensation, expanded distribution, and the future of creator-owned comics. Back the campaign, support independent creators, and help build what comes next. Comicsburg. Back the Kickstarter now.
Right now.
Yeah, you do good work there, DP.
Hey, just like that handsome guy in the video said, time to back it now. Go ahead and do it. So yeah, it basically gives you a good variety of everything that Comicsburg has to offer. We love for you guys to get to see it. Not only if you're into Beowulf, you'll be into the Edge, you'll be into the Theme of Thieves, you'll be into Trillium, you'll be into Incubator Productions, you'll be into Herrenberg. So it's all Comicsburg, you know, a really good collective on the stuff that we got here.
So I'm stupid and I clicked out of the Kickstarter.
Yeah,
I meant
just get us back on the stage. On the stage.
Oh, well, you know, yeah. Here we go.
There we go. Yeah.
That's weird. Okay, that's better.
Yeah, the 3 amigos, not the 3 stooges. Not today, at least.
Doink.
Oh, so Donna is saying we're late because we got the time wrong. Yeah, I said 8 p.m. I should have said 8 p.m. Eastern time. But
EST.
Yeah, Comicsburg. So the special has 23 days to go. So, you know, like Grant said, you know, we got the Beowulf that should launch. So, you know, thank you for supporting that. We're off to a good start already in a few minutes with Beowulf. So it looks like that's coming along just fine. Comicsburg special is on 23 days to go. And I think this is the first time we had like 3 Comicsburg Kickstarters going on at the same time, right, guys?
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
we've had 2 going at one time, but not 3.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good. I mean, we can promote all 3 simultaneously when you think about it.
Yeah.
Simultaneously.
But yeah, like I said, we only have 23. We have 23 days to go with the Comicsburg special number 1. What this is good for is if you've heard me talking about the various different Comicsburg comic books and you've been curious, but you weren't sure where to start, this will kind of give you I know DP didn't like it when I called it a sampler earlier, but that's kind of what it is, right?
Yeah, it gives you a good variety of the preview, as you would say, of what the Comicsburg, what the Comicsburg comics that we offer and everything. So
it's a variety show.
Ooh, look at
variety.
those handsome men.
Yeah, there we go. There we go again. And like that guy said in the video, this gives us a chance to not only fund like the creators that we have in order to get our stuff out there, but to expand our production, expand distribution and everything. And what you'll be getting with this is a limited edition copy. So even though we're giving it out complimentary to stores, this won't be printed ever again. As far as in this form and everything. So you want to get your special, you want to get your copy. It'll be signed, with all of us and everything. And numbered, for the ones who are who are getting it from Kickstarter.
Is that going to be
so? This is your special exclusive. Yep, hand numbered.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. So you see, we got Beowulf there.
Beowulf. I'm assuming if you guys are watching my show, you at least know a little bit about Beowulf, right?
Nothing about
then we have The Edge by my friend Marvin. Do you mind if I sum up The Edge?
Go for
it. Basically, Marvin loves comic books from the late 80s and early 90s. Like G.I. Joe, X-Men, the first wave of Image comic books. He loves comic books where there's a lot more action than talking. Is that fair to say, Marvin?
That is accurate.
So the cool thing about these comic books is that they do a really good job of capturing that time period. The premise is there's this drug called the Edge that gives people superpowers, but at the cost of their life or their sanity. And I know that because I've stood next to Marvin at conventions. And I've heard him give that sales pitch literally 10,000 times.
Yeah, you switch it up sometimes, but I mean, it gives you the good idea, and then you talk more. So, yeah.
But Marvin, The Edge is a very cool little comic book. It's got a great production. I'm very jealous of his colorist because Marvin has the colorist that does all of these issues is really great. There's some really cool artwork. Everything is super professionally done. Yeah, I mean, this could be like one of the bigger publisher. It doesn't look like an independent comic book. I'll put it that way.
Grant, we try to make sure that Comicsburg is bringing quality to the shelves. And we don't want any slacking up there because we stand next to Marvel and DC on the shelves, and I don't want someone to look at the book and go, "Oh man, this doesn't look like that." I want them to say, "Oh, this looks like that." So why would I buy this over this one? This is brand new. It hasn't been rebooted 1,000 times, and it's not just another new number one.
Well, something that I can't remember who said this. It was an independent filmmaker. He said, when you go to see a movie, you don't know, okay, if this movie has $1 million budget or if it has $100 million budget. Right. You pay the same amount of money for your ticket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You want it to be just as entertaining as something that you see at one of the major studios, right?
Right.
So next we have D.P. Brown's comic book, Theme of Thieves. Now, I've read Theme of Thieves. It's a mystery, correct?
It is a mystery.
And I know you said that Lost is a big influence on you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So the thing about the fun of reading of reading Theme of Thieves is trying to piece together the story before you reveal stuff, right?
Exactly. So just imagine me and you are talking, one of us disappears, just vanishes out of nowhere, no rhyme or reason, it just happens. In this comic, The Theme of Thieves, this is a way of life. So it deals with like politics, it deals with religion, it deals with cults, it deals with families, and how they just society in general deals with this, phenomenon. And people just go about their regular lives like that. So it begins a whole mystery of why the protagonists, which are two teens, they begin to start doing time travel stuff to find out exactly why this is still happening from when it started about almost 3 centuries ago, all the way up until the present.
Yeah, so as you can see, the artwork is cool. It's a very professional production. Again, this doesn't look like, for any of you guys who maybe are thinking like, oh, I don't know if I want to check out an indie comic book, the production is top notch. It's not one of these comic books where everything's just kind of pieced together. Yeah, I have copies of I have copies of Theme of Thieves here. It's a cool comic book. And the other thing that I wanted to add is you always throw in little pieces of your own personal philosophy. Correct?
Yeah, just a little tidbit, it basically it'll start to go into different periods in history. So it's sort of like educating while entertaining.
So then we have the comic book Trillion. Now, William is the publisher of Trillion. He can't be with us here tonight, but essentially, Trillion is the $1 Million Man, but upgraded for the year 2026. It's a woman who gets into an accident. Her body is kind of destroyed. Of course, she doesn't have health care. So, in our system, it's basically, sorry, you're out of luck. But a rich man comes along and says, I'll fix you, but you're going to be in debt to me. You have to figure out a way to pay me back. So, like I said, this is the $1 Million Man, but of course, in the year 2026, it's no longer the $1 Million Man, it's Trillion. So as you can see, the artwork is really cool. A pretty non-traditional main character for comic books, which I think is pretty cool.
Something different.
She doesn't have an hourglass figure. She's a little bit more relatable than that. And like I said, this is a really fun comic book. I don't want to dwell too much on it just because William isn't here to talk more about it. But as you can see, all the art on all of these books, I would be proud to have in my books. So the next comic book is Heroinberg by, well, I'm surprised you got Manny to sign off on that. Manny is a very secretive guy. He doesn't like people knowing who's behind these comic books. But yeah, Manny is the creator of Heroinberg. And as you note, that's heroin with an E. This is not about the drug. This is about a superhero team full of heroines.
None of that heroin.
I'm sorry?
So none of that heroin.
Right.
Or what is it? The smack.
not that.
But if you like female superheroes, now this is kind of done, he says, in like a late 70s.
Mm-hmm.
remember how I said Marvin really likes the late 80s and the early 90s? Well, Manny really likes the late 70s comic book style. And that's the style that he does his comic book Heroinberg in.
And they all take place in the city of Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, each one of the heroes and villains are from a different neighborhood in the city.
Mm-hmm. So you recognize, if you're from Pittsburgh, you'll recognize different landmarks and city marks and everything. So it gets kind of fun, especially representing the city.
So the last story here, this is the only one that I haven't read yet. I'm going to be honest with you. Have any of you guys read The Tourist? And can you do a better explanation of what The Tourist is?
So it's about a guy who tours around different countries. He's there to take pictures and indulge in the local eateries. And he just gets into problems along the way. Everywhere he goes, there's an issue comes up. So it's not just hey, I'm going here snapping pictures. There's trouble brewing in every location he goes in. Like he just can't, like he's not involved in the trouble, but the trouble just surrounds him.
Oh, okay.
If you ever read Gru the Wanderer, I don't know if you guys remember that, but it's sort of a modern version, of a guy who's just trouble just follows them all around and everything. So yeah, it reminds you of like those Sunday morning cartoon, in the newspaper you pick up and you just read like the little adventures of such and such here, such and such there. This is what this is, and it's a fun little ditty.
I was going to say one of the cool things about this Comicsburg special is, and Comicsburg in general, is we definitely do not have one particular type of comic books that we do. All of these comic books are, how do I put this? We have a variety of different styles and genres.
I mean, the idea of having something for everyone's taste, and if you like a taste of that one thing, then you might taste something else. It's like those a box of chocolates, like in Forrest Gump, or the chip box that has the variety of chips in it, or the cookie tins that have the different kind of cookies. And something might be your favorite, something you might not like, but I mean, give it all a chance and see what you enjoy.
Yeah, and if not for yourself, someone else and everything. So this is something that you may have a family or a friend who's like, okay, I like more like the comedy stuff, more like the drama stuff, more the action adventure. So the Comicsburg special has a good preview of everything, the variety that people would get, from to display the good stuff that Comicsburg, like I said, has to offer.
Exactly.
Oh, and when you're reading right there, this is the first printing. This is the only edition, limited edition. The Kickstarter again will be individually signed and hand numbered. You get a backer website acknowledgement. You'll get early access to the digital edition. And like I said, this Kickstarter edition exists for you, and it'll never be printed, in this form ever again.
Right.
And check out that nice cover he's about to display. It's so nice. Done by Mark V, artist of The Edge.
And nobody can pronounce his last name.
I do it once a day, man. Every time. It's Vunkunkiat. And now I'm done. That's it. Too many syllables.
That's just like it's mouth exercise in the morning.
It's one of the like if you were doing like trying to loosen up your voice to sing, you would say it over them.
Yeah, Marvin does that every morning.
Yeah, but this is a cool little cover. We got characters from all the different comic books. We got a character from Heroinberg, a character from Theme of Thieves, Trillion, the Tourist. We got Mooney, of course, from Beowulf. Yeah, It's a great little cover. So I'm not going to go over all of the different things because, you know, I did put it in the chat, correct? Yeah, I did. Yeah. So if you guys want to look at that more in depth, go ahead and go to the Kickstarter. And just for being cool guys and supporting us, we're going to give you a bunch of swag.
Because we know you guys love swag. We got you covered.
Swag down. So swag was that like you get stickers, there could be posters and bookmarks and all kind of fun stuff. So I mean, I think we're like jumping into like the mystery bag type of thing. So we're just gonna throw stuff in a bag and send it to you.
Yeah, we got you covered. So, you know, go ahead and get that backing down and everything, and we'll take care of you in selected tiers too. So, you know, you digital backers, you know, but we still appreciate your support there.
Exactly.
So I did see in some Kickstarter they were doing digital stickers. I'm like, okay. Or digital trading cards. I've seen people doing now.
Yeah, they have digital badges, and I think we have some in this that'll be, you know, with this Kickstarter as well. So like I said, you know, we have you covered with the special. We give you a preview, we give you you know, some stuff to go along with it and everything. So
cool.
So cool stuff. I think we're going to move on to our last Kickstarter. There we go. The Edge.
Yeah.
So I already explained what I think The Edge is. Marvin, why don't you explain what or do you want me to play the video first?
Oh, sure, play the video. We can do that.
They don't know what it is, can't explain it. All they know is that it's coming for you. They don't know what it is, can't contain it. All they know is that it's coming for you. They don't know if it's real. Top secret classified. But when it comes for you better run and hide. They don't know what it is, can't explain it. All they know is that it's coming for you. They don't know what it is, can't contain it. All they know is that it's coming for you. Blame, mystic, interim, randa, him, chip, tandra. Blame, mystic, interim, randa, him, chip, tandra.
Woo.
Cool.
So the Kickstarter is for Volume 3 of The Edge, covering issues 10 through 14, where the organization God's Thunder, who hates anyone who has special powers, recruits someone who has special powers to eliminate everyone else on the planet. So you're introduced. Was that?
Said such a hypocrite, that guy.
Right? Isn't that how it works though? I can't beat you, but I know someone who can. So we're introduced to the 8-foot-tall hulking monster known as Kyrad and his smashing hammer, and he's just going to wreck things up. So his hammer is powered by inert energy, so he has to charge it up. So nuclear energy, other energies he can use to charge the hammer, and as he charges the hammer, it changes forms. But there are other things involved in this, and Kyrad has his own agenda along with what he's being kind of recruited to do. So this did fund in less than 48 hours, but there are still stretch goals to unlock.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Kickstarter's doing really well.
Super well. Oh man.
It's already funded. You're approaching. I mean, there's a chance it could be double funded. Well, actually, you're almost certainly going to be double funded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're chasing the stretch goals now. Like any Kickstarter, we've had some slow days, but still got a lot of time left.
Yeah, so I mean, you've been doing this comic book a while, and you're
yeah.
on the third
So-
volume of the trade paperbacks.
Mhm.
And the crazy thing is, I know you work pretty far in advance too.
Yeah, so I think like before we even stepped out the door with the first issue, we were 5 issues into the story. I mean, that was something that I learned a while ago, to kind of have a bunch of stuff built up that gives you like more room to promote things. So I'm not always releasing something and then waiting another year and then releasing something else, and then like people fall out of love with things if they're not continuously being told that it exists. So to have a lot of stuff built up, it helps with making sure that people realize that this thing doesn't go away. It's always going to be there for you. So yeah, this is Kyrad, kind of powering up his hammer at a nuclear reactor. And after he's done with it, he kind of leaves it open, and then there's like a big explosion later. And then this is our in-universe band, Bad Fad. And that's, again, a little G.I. Joe reference. If you remember Cold Slither, this is my version of Cold Slither.
Nice.
And their number one song is "I'm Trying to Get My Life Together." Just trying to get my life together.
So is this the most powerful bad guy that the team has gone up against?
Yes. And I mean, one of the things that I've always talked about with the story is everything's about escalation. So the first 4 issues you go to with one guy, then it's a team, and then it's this hulking monster. And things are just stepping up because it's getting more, like I said, it's getting more dangerous out there. You never know what's around the corner waiting for you.
So before I forget, I do need to put the link in the chat.
Link in the chat. Link in the chat.
And I mean, this part of the story is kind of fun because it allowed me to play around with the powers. So we do have a team comes in that has the ability to select their power. So they can swap powers out. So I was like, I need energy shield. So they can select that. They have like a wrist thing they can select powers in. It's something a little different with the story. I mean, of course, there's going to be consequences to that later because no one escapes the edge.
It's just like real drugs, right?
Yeah.
So I heard.
Yeah, so that's our big ad. 14 issues, blowing up your headspace.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is a really cool comic book. Anybody who knows Marvin will tell you he's very passionate about it. A big problem in the indie comics book world is that a lot of people start these big long stories and then don't finish them.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Marvin, you've been doing this comic book for just about a decade.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it's, as you said, it's passion and perseverance and not letting anything beat you.
This is not some fly-by-night comic book that he's going to lose interest in. This is
make sure that everybody gets something fun with this, because I mean, there's a lot of issues there, but like it's a really good story. Like you said before, the really good art. Colors are good. The lettering is good. We don't skimp. I mean, we go in all the way.
Oh, so you're already working on volume 4.
The volume 4 is coming. I mean, I got stuff written down for volume 4, which is start with issue 15. It's going to be a smaller scale story. So it's going to be allow me to do a little bit more baseline human stuff that I kind of like didn't happen in this issue because of Kyrat. He's not human, so this is more street level. Is going to be the next story. So then we've got so instead of trading cards, there are trading cards, but these are postcards. Like I wanted to be a little bit more bigger so that like I have some here. So you can see all the good art that comes with these stories. So like these ones here. So they're postcards instead of trading cards.
Nice.
And then you can get a set of the cards. And then issue 14 does have a Kickstarter exclusive cover.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
So like with a guy like Kyrat, eventually the guys on the one side and the guys on the other side have to team up to take this guy out because he's wrecking up everybody. He doesn't care what side you're in. You've got powers, you're in his way.
Exactly. So now is this, do you have an end in mind, or is this a storyline that you can envision going on just about forever?
So I mean, once you pitch the idea that some people are going to die or go insane, you have to have an end goal in mind. I have an end goal in mind, but it's just a matter of how far I can push that end goal out. Like you're going to see eventually people walk away because they're going to get sick of it. I mean, you can't risk your life every day. Eventually, it becomes to a point of it's never going to end. I don't want to keep risking my life. I want to stop right here. I want to settle down. I want to have a family. I want to have a life that doesn't involve me having to either fight someone to the death or they kill me.
So, I mean, I know you said, it's got to have an ending, but, you could just, start creating new characters and throw them in there.
Right. I mean, like I said, that's going to happen eventually because people are either going to be eliminated or they're going to eliminate themselves. So there'll be an opportunity to bring in a new selection of characters if they're interesting and see how it goes. I don't want to be that guy who says, all right, so we're taking these characters away, bringing these new characters in, and people are like, oh, these guys suck. And it's like, no, I got to bring back the old characters. Once you're off the board, you kind of have to stay off the board. Right.
That's the difference between a creator-owned comic book and a corporation-owned book, right?
So and that little truck in the back looks very familiar.
I was just gonna say,
it is what you think it is.
It's another reference.
It looks like it's more than meets the eye.
Yeah, it definitely is. But we do that a lot. Like we little Easter eggs in the background every once in a while for fun.
Awesome.
So we adding prints in the next stretch goal. We've added the Chess versus Edge Phantoms book as an add-on. That was I think 2000 was the stretch goal. And then there's the creator card set. That was the $1,500 stretch goal.
That's awesome. And as you can see here, I'm a backer. So this comic book gets my seal of approval.
And then we've got like standee figures. So, I mean, I've got that right here. This is something new that Wham Lab is doing. And this is the first one they're doing this. So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
And then we've got the hot sauce in there. I can't get the soda in there. I'm like I don't think it's a good idea to ship it anywhere, but but to have people pick it up. Maybe I'll pick it as a pickup option. But yeah, I'm not going to ship that stuff. I don't even think I could ship it overseas. We have a lot of overseas backers. And I don't think I want to put that into a box and send it somebody in like Beijing or something.
Yeah, Marvin and I were talking about the root beer earlier today. So we have the Comicsburg root beer now, and my stepdaughter's boyfriend stays over a lot, and he's been going to the refrigerator and grabbing these damn root beers, and I'm like, hey man, we're supposed to be selling this root beer.
He needs to put some money in the pot.
Yeah, put some money in the pot. It's not cheap.
Well, but like most 18 or 19-year-old guys, he has no money. So
well, guess what? Now he works for you.
I have tried the Edge hot sauce. It definitely has a kick to it. It's good though. If you like a little bit of kick with your food, you'll enjoy the hot sauce.
Yeah, it has a kick, and then it's all flavor after that. So you can see what the ingredients are on there. No artificial junk in it. So
oh wow, yeah, there's nothing I can't pronounce on there.
Right? no gunk in there.
Did you sell a bunch of this at Heroes?
I did. I sold about 15 bottles and about 4, 5, 6 packs of root beer.
Yeah. Yeah, we had people coming. We had a table split this year, so we had people coming over to coming over to my table asking for some, and I was like, "Sorry, we're sold out over here."
Do you still have the Edge coffee?
Yes, sir. Right here.
I think you need to do a super high caffeine count.
This is again like we only deal with like things that are all natural. So there's nothing in here but coffee. So it's they grind their own beans and everything. So like there's no additives, no fillers, and any of this stuff. So,
what you're trying to say is you're not just slapping your name on a bunch of junk. This is good quality shit.
Yeah, okay. I mean that like we put quality in the comics. We want to make sure that the other products and things that we have are quality also. Like we're not selling you cheap stuff out of nowhere, nothing that has like any red dyes or anything like that. Anything that's going to make you sick. It's all natural stuff.
So slapping the Comicsburg brand on it, so you know it's a strong product. So.
Right. We don't put our name on junk.
So I'm going to show one more thing, and then I'm going to close out the show. I just want to see. Now, I haven't been checking on this regularly, believe it or not. Just want to see how many backers we got. Okay, so we're up to 252. We're already a tenth of the way in the first hour. Somebody else just back. We're up to 11 backers. Awesome. And we still have 49 days. We still have 49 days to go because you know how I love those long campaigns. So if you guys haven't checked it out yet, it's already off to a great start. In less than an hour, we're already a tenth of the way there. I have no doubt that we're going to get the whole way there. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to putting out another issue of the comic book and hearing what people think of it, Although I don't get as much feedback as I would like. Do you guys?
Hey, if you want to give us feedback, we have a website called comicsburg.com where we have all of our stuff. If you like a particular artist or creator or whatever, go to their product and you can leave feedback right there, or email us info@comicsburg.com. And we're all over social media. You know, Grant has his social media. Marvin has his. Of course, you see mine down here at DP Dog Crown Brown, and of course at Comicsburg all over Instagram, Facebook, X, all of those social media platforms.
Well said. Thank you guys so much for being on the show. Thank you for helping me launch my Kickstarter. And I'll try to do a better job of helping you guys promote your comic books. Because we got each other's backs, because that's what Comicsburg is all about, right?
Yes, sir. Teamwork, dreamwork.
Yeah, so we can go with our individual social medias, but the main thing I want to bring up is comicsburg.com. Go there, get the free comic book, sign up for the newsletter. Anybody else want to shout out their individual?
I mean, you can pretty much get to our socials from comicsburg.com, but if you want to check out the Edge exclusively, it's theedgecomic.com. And then at the bottom of the page, there's links to the socials and Substack and everything else.
Cool. And with that, I'm going to call it a night. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Good night.